I met D.Black through Bean or Vitamin, I can't remember, but I met D.Black probably was like 14 or 15 years old. He was recording at Bean's house or something. I heard some songs together, they were pretty dope. It's impressive, you know, for somebody that young to be good. And then eventually I really got to know him when I invited him to move the studio to his house. So, you know, Black basically grew up with rap going on all the time in his house. So he was able to kind of sit there and soak all that up and, you know, get on the equipment when nobody was around and get better. And it's just been crazy to see him over this past 6-7 years to get to where he's at now, where, you know, it's one of those kind of little brother things where you're like, all right, man, that's cool, you know, turn this shit off, to the point where, all right, I need a copy of that. And he's making good music, man. Like, I genuinely like his music, and I genuinely listen to it on my own time. And I don't do that with a lot of artists I even work with. So, with this album he's working on, was done. So with Black's album, Aliyah, I kind of basically been coming down there playing in beats and things like that, and he'll basically choose a beat, and I hope he won't get the beat because I hope I sell it, so really, you know, he doesn't end up with the song. So he had a couple he lost, you know, they were victims, and he ended up with, I think, three or four that ended up making it, and he did good jobs with the songs, man. I mean, I wouldn't have let him come out if I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know.
How about the D.Black song on your album?
Yeah. So and then around the same time we were doing his album, well, he was working on his album, I was doing my thing. So he really wanted to get on the record, and I was giving him a hard time, like, I don't know, man, you're not really famous. Nobody really cares about D.Black. You know, I was just giving him a lot of shit about it, and he gave me this record that was really good. And I played it off for like a good 3 weeks. He was texting me every day, like, don't do me, man. Don't do me like that. Because I told him I was going to turn it into like a one verse, you know, like 30-second interlude. But, you know, the most impressive thing about that song is that nobody really knew who he was before that. And people like the song, and they point that out to me, like, they're not from Seattle. Like, DJ Premier was like, man, who's the kid that I like? He's like, I love that song. So, I mean, shit, DJ Premier like what you're doing. First time out, you're doing something right, you know? There's no agenda. It's not like I'm pushing them as an agenda. I'm not telling them, yeah, so what'd you think of D.Black? They're coming at me with it, you know? So basically, D.Black is somebody that I'm happy is representing our city, Seattle, and I feel like he's definitely putting the right foot forward for us, and it's finally something that I feel good about, you know? Like, there's not many people I felt that way about that came out of our city, the music, you know, hip-hop. So I'm glad to be a part of it. I know Vitamin's glad to be a part of it. And, you know, hopefully he's going to get a lot of success with it.